Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Well, what a day it's been today. A lot of red around the market, and we want to start off by saying thank you to our guest this morning, Iman, who joined us from Dubai this morning. A great interview. Thank you very much to him and all of you for taking part. I'll be putting out the video later on, and it was a really good interview. I really did enjoy it and learned a lot from him, and looking forward to hopefully doing it again. All right, let's look at our position this afternoon. As you can see, we are down 1.7. It's quite a bleak day. The Roth IRA is doing better, but essentially it's my Virgin Galactic that's bringing me down again. I'm getting frustrated by it. It's just the way it is, though. You've got to have patience in this market. I'm glad I bought Coca-Cola, though, at 58.60. It's gone up very slightly, but I'm glad I'm just managing to sort of nip it down and bring that average down. Great company, great asset there. So there we go. All right, let's go through our positions. We've got the overall market is down $671 today. Virgin Galactic is down. With oil, of course, that's causing some stress. However, I've not yet seen any major gain. I'm still down 5.5. I've not made any money on my oil yet. I mean, it's up 9% over the last 3 months. I just bought it at the wrong time. I bought it around here. In fact, that's not correct, actually. I didn't buy it there. I bought it up here. Otherwise, I would be up, wouldn't I? 176. So I bought it up around here. So still not good. But I'm down now $68, which is actually I'm about break even now because I've earned the dividends. Several quarters now. So I'm looking forward to getting another 5.5% so I can get my money out of oil. I don't particularly want to be in oil, but I would like to buy other things. But we have to make a profit first. Anyway, who was first here? Niels. Welcome, Niels. Lovely to have you here. How are you? Good to have you here. Let's have a look on Bloomberg, see what Bloomberg are talking about. Biden, ports contract proves collective bargaining works. A Fed beige book shows slow activity, hiring growth in peak summer. That could be more good news for the Fed, hopefully. Stocks remain lower. Yields rise after beige book. Markets wrap. Okay. Now then, let's have a little look. What can we make this afternoon? Tesla is going back up again. Didn't go low enough to buy any more. I'm holding my position though. Rivian. I don't really want to buy it. I'm a bit concerned. McDonald's today kept on going down 4% now. Oosh, very nice. An opportunity there perhaps to buy. Just haven't got any money to do it right now. I don't want to sell anything. I've got plenty of things I can sell, but I don't want to. I mean, Amazon, I could take a profit, but it's down from where it is. It seems pretty pointless, really. If McDonald's went down 10%, I probably would. But for now, I'm just holding my position. Let's go over to Sky News. Anything there? Nothing there that I want to bring in. Just keep my eye on all the news for you. If we get anything new, I'll bring it to you. Anyway, Amazon, Apple's having a big down day, down nearly 4% today. This is my main position here. I've got 23 shares of Apple, and I'm still up 8%, but we've lost 4 today. It's gone down 12%, from 12 to 8. Seem very quiet in the chat today. Where is everybody? Is everybody there? Seem very, very, very quiet in the chat today. What's going on? Let's look at our crypto today. Let me just adjust my seat a bit. My seat has dropped. Is that a bit better? Hang on. Sometimes the seat drops over time. I thought to myself, I'm a bit lower this morning. That's a bit better. There you go. you forget sometimes. You think, oh my gosh, my seat has dropped. Didn't even realize it. Good evening, all. I'm here. Hiya, Mike. How are you? Mike's here. Craig, good evening, all. Good evening. Now then, I've got an event coming up in 55 minutes. If anybody wants to join me, it's pinned to the top. So Paul McCartney has lost his bass guitar. So Paul McCartney's lost his bass guitar, and he's got a new tour coming up in Australia, and it's the Got Back tour. So I am doing the making of the Got Back video. So at 4 p.m. tonight, which is straight after the show, which is when we normally do our Friday night is music night. If you want to join me for some music in the making of the video, it's called Live Making of Got Back Video. So I'm going to make a video to help find Paul McCartney's guitar, bass guitar, and also to celebrate the music of Got Back. Of course, I'm going to play Get Back, right? So if you want to be involved, join me for that when I actually make the video. So if you want to see how I make it, then join me at the end of today's show. All right, it's scheduled for an hour after, but the moment I'm ready, I'll go early. So literally, as we finish this show, I'll go and set up the studio, set up the lights and everything, and then I'll be in recording it. If you want to join me, there is the link. See how I make the video. Okay. Matic is down 1.57. Bitcoin is down as well. Rio is down. FFIE, this is a disaster. Cannot believe. It's just not investing anymore, is it? It's how do we lose as much money as possible? Faraday Future Intelligent, down 77%. Do you throw more money at it? I don't like it. I think the company, I think it's awful. I'm just going to hold it as a lottery ticket. I'm not just going to keep buying more. No, don't like the company at all. But again, it's like Mullen. It's got to the point where it is so low. I mean, now Mullen is literally going bust. There's nothing left of Mullen now. Absolutely nothing left at all. I'm down 94%. I mean, it doesn't make any sense at all. So it's worthless now. Mullen is completely and utterly worthless. What is the actual company? You can buy the whole company now. Let's have about 90 million, I'm guessing. No less. Oh my God. I have to laugh. Come on, you have to laugh because you're buying factories, you're buying equipment, you're buying trucks for 83 million. I mean, literally, you can come in and buy the entire company for 83 million. The market cap is ridiculous. 83 million. Has anybody got $83 million who will buy a complete EV company? Flipping heck. Make a few more videos, I could do it. Good evening, everyone. How are you, Craig? Good to see you. Blimey, bloody hell. It's awful, isn't it? Absolutely awful. I mean, if that survives now, it'll be a flipping miracle. Anyway. Good evening, says Craig. Niels. We are very quiet today, aren't we? Do you know why this is? We had an extended show today. That's always what happens when it's an extended show. Let's look at our overall position. Blimey. Pretty grim. And if you look at it, it's following the S&P, really. I'm not even down that much compared to the S&P, really, am I? So it just shows you that I don't want to be buying any more high-risk stocks for now anyway. Jose is here. Our gold member. Is MCNF a dead stock in your opinion? MCNF. Is that one word, or let me have a look for you? MCNF. Let me have a look. We're quite quiet right now, so we can have a look at stuff. Is that MCNF? Right, I don't have MCNF. I'm looking at it, and MCNF is not a ticker. Is it MC and NF or what? Give me the name of the company and the ticker, and I'm searching for it, but I can't find it. MCNF isn't a ticker. I watched the video with Aman and it was really good. Nikunj Hurrier, fantastic. It'll be out later as its own video, edited down. And good stuff, yeah. We've just put out our email, so hopefully everyone has got the email now. One of you this morning who signed up hasn't opened the email yet. Just so you know, you need to open it. It might be in junk folder. So I can tell you who it was. Here we go. I can tell you who it was. Someone signed up during the show who wanted to get the free tickets. Am I in the broadcast lounge? I don't know. I'll go and have a look. I shall go and have a look. Let me have a look. Where do I go for this? Hang on. Where do I go? Right, let's have a look. Am I in the broadcast lounge? MSK. Yes, you are. Yes, you are, MSK. You are in the broadcast lounge. There you are, at the bottom, in the broadcast lounge. You are absolutely in there. Did you want to call into the show? If I open up the broadcast lounge, you can be in on the show. So, yep, let me do that now. You are not on camera. You are just on audio, so you can come on camera if you want to. Or MCFNFs. Okay, I will look at that. MSK is in the broadcast lounge now. If you unmute yourself, come onto camera, you will be in. But yes, you are in. In the meantime, Jose, yeah, so did you want to come in or whatever? Jose, let's have a look. MCNF. Let me go and have a look for you. Okay. So MCFNF. That's not a ticker either. MCFNF. MCFNF isn't a holding either. You can see I'm searching for it. Now, MCFNF. Now, if that's on a over-the-counter, if it is over-the-counter, what brokerage are you looking at? It's not available on Robinhood. MCFNF. No, that's not a correct ticker. It might not be available on Robinhood, but I will go and Google it as well. But I've never heard of that. MCFNF. You mean MCF Energy? Or MCF, I don't know. MCF Energy. It's MCF. Staying away from over the counter. It's an over the counter stock. Yeah, I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't focus on if you're just coming in, Jose. You can't do better than buying the S&P 500. I know it's boring, but it's the best stock you can own. Steady, reliable, slow growth with a dividend. But is Jojo in here? Not yet. He's not. It's an OTC stock. Yeah. If you're new to stock, I would recommend staying away from over the counters. Absolutely, buying junk half the time. I will wait, says MSK. Okie dokie. Yeah. That's a 17-cent stock. I wouldn't look at that. If you're new to investing, what I would do, I can't give financial advice, of course. I'm on Ameritrade, and it's called MCF. Yeah, I can see it. I can see MCF. Yeah, MCF. It's not on Robinhood. It's not on over the counter. I like to think Robinhood's more responsible. It's not a good. It's not a good company to buy. It's 17 cents. I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. If you're coming in new to investing, you want to start to build a foundation of stocks that is you'll focus on buying the companies, not buying the stocks. Buying great companies that are profitable, that pay a dividend, that are reliable, not necessarily pay a dividend, but have some sort of stability. It's true to say, however, you do learn from losing, but to avoid that, painful mistake, perhaps buy some quality stocks first of all, and understand what it feels like to trade those stocks. If I wasn't in the stock market right now and I was buying something, I'd buy the S&P 500. Absolutely. That is exactly what I would buy. No question. Can you see the blue line? The blue line is the S&P 500, and this is me. The best fund managers in the world try to beat the S&P. 95% of day traders lose money. So by just buying the ETF, the S&P, you're buying the best companies in the world. It's boring. Not massive growth. Depending on your age and what you want to achieve, you might find that's all you need to do. MSK, trying to be funny, but it's not. I don't know who Mohammed Qureshi is. I've no idea who that is. Don't know who that is. Anyway, good afternoon to all. Let's have a look. I'll come out of the broadcast lounge now. There we go. I'm not in there now. Now I got a picture sent in just some moments ago from Mike. From Stephen Lewandowski. He's on a holiday, having a wonderful time. Here's Stephen Lewandowski. Look, one of our members here. He's always on holiday. He's made so much money on the stock market. He's always on holiday. There he is. He's probably watching the show. In fact, I guarantee he's watching the show. So even though he's on holiday, I guarantee he's watching the show. You can guarantee it. There he is, Mike. And Stephen Lewandowski, and there's Mike. Mike said he loved it as well. Brilliant. Jojo is in the house. How are you, Jojo? MSK was asking about you a few moments ago. Senor SRK Chef, space to the moon. Well, not today, it's not. It's down again, 2.35. So we had a good session this morning, and but no, not today. It's not. We're not buying any more either yet. Palantir Technology, gold, the S&P. Not a bad time to buy. Amazon. Okay, Jojo S, let's have some fun. Okay, keep it respectful, guys. Keep it respectful. Bloody hell. It's like Jojo S and MSK's in the house. Everything goes bonkers. Don't quite know what's all about. Anyway, Apple. Apple's going down 4% today. Mullen going to 0. Next Era Energy going down. My gosh, got a lot of stocks here down. Johnson & Johnson, Kenvue, Chevron. My oil's doing well. It's going up slowly. It's not enough though. I mean, it's only up a third of a percent today. It's got a long way to go. I've got another 5.5% to go, and then I'm back in the money then. Anyway. Tesla's recovering a bit. Jojo S, let's have some fun. What is it you guys get up to? I don't know. What do you think? What is it? It's the playground, isn't it? Martyn Lucas is live on the telly. So that's Jojo S and Mike and MSK. It's time to have a party. I think it's quite funny. Anyway, McDonald's going sideways, down 4% now overall. Look at that. Oh, I tell you what. If I had some money, which I do have, of course, I got profits in lots of things. I certainly would do that. So it's very tempting right now to take some profit from Tesla because I'm up 28%. Because there could be a downturn. Take some profit off Tesla. We've had a nice little rally over the last 3 months, the year. In fact, look, nice little rally if you bought it here. I'm up from about there. About there is my average. 98, around about there. So I've gained all of this. 28%. Back again in the pool bar. There you go. Stephen Lewandowski. I told you. He's actually, this is him. This is him right now. This is Stephen Lewandowski while on holiday watching the show. I'll be back. Hey, it's funny, Jojo, that you say I'll be back, because tonight, at the end of the show, it's the live making of Got Back videos. So Paul McCartney is touring Australia. He's lost his bass guitar, and I'm making a film tonight about that. And you can join me for the live making of the film if you want to be involved in how I make the film, and then it will go out later. Tesla, Rivian. So what do you think? Sell some Tesla, 28% profit. $1,000 profit. So basically what I could do is sell $1,000 worth of Tesla. I've made $1,000. Sell $1,000 worth of Tesla. If I do that, I can then go and buy McDonald's, which is down at $2.75. And I think that might be the lowest price I've ever been able to buy it for. Let's have a look. 297, 293, 260, 240. I bought it for 240, 238. Now, just because I bought it for 238, 234, 233, 233 is the lowest I've ever bought it for. 233. Oh my! So it's a long way up from my low. It doesn't mean to say you're ever going to buy it at that low again. Because if you look at it since 2000 to 23 years of growth, you can't buy it for what it is down here. This was COVID. This was COVID lockdown and, coming out of Russia. That's how much we lost. And then it carried on going. You're not going to buy it for what it is down here. It's just going to keep on going. It's land, isn't it? You can never pay too much for land. So it's a dip. It's never going to go down to here. You can't buy it for 114. So, or just stay where I am. Martin, get me on Discord. Jojo S. Are you calling in, MSK? My average is like 2,000, but it will come back. My average is like 2,000. What's your average, Mike? On what, Mr. Lucas? I want to buy a million shares of Midas. Or oh no, that's Mullen. Mr. Lucas. Right, okay. It looks like MSK wants to call in. So I'm going into the broadcast lounge. Yep, he's unmuted. He's not on camera. Did you want to come on camera? And he's just in audio. So MSK, I'm bringing you into... if you're a member of the show and you want to call in, you can. Oh, he's disappeared now. No, he's back. Okay. Right, MSK, do you want to call in? I will unmute you. Right, MSK, you're live on Martyn Lucas Investor. How are you this afternoon?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, mate.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
You're live on the show. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. I'm very well indeed. How can I help you? What's going on in your world today? You having some fun with Jojo in the chat?
Yeah, no, I you know what? Jojo mentioned the other day that since obviously I offended Mohammed Khan, who offered 5K, super chat.
He did.
I need to, commit to that right now. So I'm not going to say I'm going to commit to that, but I will give you a good super chat. Okay.
Bloody yeah! What for? What? Why would you need to do that? What's going on? I'm lost.
Well, because at the end of the day, look, if I've offended someone in the channel who's a gold member, I'm a man of honor, and I'm gonna do my due diligence.
You do. Yeah.
Well, but also, Jojo, I've brought in a special guest.
Who have you got with you?
Hey, Martin, how are you doing?
Who's that?
Your great community here. Come on, do it. You know what I'm saying? Martin, this is Arnold. This is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Very good. How are you, Arnold?
What you're doing is great. You got over 10,000 followers, building a great community of families. Great. I really respect it, All right, Arnold. All right. Arnold, come on. I didn't even ask you to. Come on, Arnold. Anyway.
I like it. Arnold Schwarzenegger live on the show, folks. Can you believe it?
Can you believe it? Yeah.
I can't believe it. It's amazing.
Are just like best mates. I
know. You're very close to him. I can tell you're very close. You feel like it's like you're related in some way.
Well, absolutely. Arnold, do you want to, just compliment Martyn a bit more? He might give me a bit more tips, especially like maybe a free subscription to Sensei's crypto tips. Don't worry, MSK is a great guy. Martyn, don't worry about it. MSK is a great guy. If you can give him any freebies, it will only be beneficial for you. Don't worry about it, Martyn. Come on.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper. Come on. Do it. Anyway, I just wanted to liven up your channel a bit, Martyn.
I love it.
That's okay.
That's all right, mate. You're a member of the channel. All members, all family and friends are welcome to call in. It's a lot of fun. Fantastic. MSK, before I let you go, is there anything you want to say to the family?
Mr. Lucas, investor 100,000 shares in Tilray. Please, Mr. Lucas. That's all I'm going to say right now.
Well, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure. MSK.
I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking. I want to say I'm joking.
Okay. Well, that's okay, because I was thinking about doing it. So I'm glad I didn't.
Martyn, just to make it clear, I wasn't meaning to insult anyone on the channel. For me, everyone is a part of the family, but all I ask is transparency, integrity, and honesty. And that's when, if one of those rules are breached, I do question it, and I do question it quite strictly. Let's just put it that way.
No, okay. It makes sense. For those of you who've just tuned in or you're watching on other networks, if you're wondering what MSK is talking about, he's not referring to me in any way. He's referring to one of our members who calls in, who I'm not going to name, but he calls in and he's always buying 100,000 of everything. And as MSK says, because we learn, and we can't learn from people who are not open and transparent, right? We always share open information with everybody, and we're fully transparent. It's what this show builds itself upon. And what MSK is referring to is one of our members who was calling in, who perhaps wasn't as open as was, and he promised to give me a ridiculous, massive tip, which then he said, I'm not going to be a member anymore. He was a gold member. He said, I'm not going to be a member anymore, and you're not getting your tip anymore. So it's very kind of MSK to call in today and be so gentlemanly about it, and I'm sure everybody understands. As we were saying that, you never guess who's just turned up. He's live on the show. Here he is on camera from holiday. Here he is, Mr. Stephen Lewandowski. How are you, mate?
Good. How you doing?
I'm all right. How come you're always on holiday? I've never known somebody on holiday so much.
Planned till Christmas.
You're gonna be
9 weeks.
Holiday until Christmas.
All over the United States.
So listen, folks. If you want to know why we invest on the stock market, this is the answer. Right here. Yep. This is the answer. You start like me, living in the dark.
I'm the poster child of YouTube for investing.
Yeah, you certainly are. You're having a great time. How are things there by the pool? You're looking like you're having a good time.
Very good. Having a drink of Jack Daniels and enjoying life.
You know what you got to do next time when you call in? There's got to be some half dressed lady around the pool somewhere. You need to go and say, I'm live on the TV with the world piano man. Get her on the camera and let's have a chat with someone. We need to say hello.
My wife's somewhere in the pool.
Your wife's somewhere. There you go.
Yeah. I'd show her to you, but I can't find her. I don't know where she's at. Many people in the pool.
Stephen, thanks for calling in. I'm just going to get back to MSK and close up the call, but thanks for calling in. Appreciate it. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. There you go. Enjoyed life. Look at that. Fantastic. That's Stephen Lewandowski, who is the very example of what it is to make money on the stock market. He's done very, very well for himself. MSK, I'll just come back to you a second, mate. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Fantastic. Just wrap up the call with us. Anything you want to say to the family before we go back to the stocks?
1 second. There's an advert. 1 second.
There's a commercial. Okay, hey, make sure that don't skip the ad. Don't skip it.
Oh no, I just skipped it.
Oh no, that's 1 cent. That's 1 cent. I'm not right. You owe me a 1 cent super chat. Now, what was the ad? What was coming up?
I've given you hundreds of dollars of super cent. Super chats. Come on.
What was What was the ad? What was it for?
Something useless that I'm never going to buy.
Very often the case.
So anyway, I don't know. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to give you like a acknowledgement from Arnie? I can do that if you want.
Go on then. Let's have a testimonial. Let's have your best Arnold Schwarzenegger testimonial, and I'll see if I can put it into the show. Go on then.
All right. Let me know when you want me to start.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, great. MSK just told me that this is a great community that's created by you, Martyn Lucas. I want to congratulate you. 10K, over 10K now. Is brilliant what you're doing. You're creating an honest community, a community that wants to learn, that wants to cherish from your knowledge, from the knowledge of Sensei, from all your contributors. Is great. I only wish you great luck, and you're going to succeed, of course. Hasta la vista, baby. There you go.
Love it. I love the what I don't ever remember Arnold Schwarzenegger just sort of going yeah.
Oh, you don't know Arnie then.
That's it.
Come on, you need to know me.
Go on, give me Get to the Chopper. Go on, give me that.
Get to the chopper.
Absolutely brilliant. MSK, thanks mate for calling in. Appreciate it.
Brilliant.
There you go.
Thanks for having me, man.
You're very welcome anytime. Absolutely.
Can you just like lock me off because I don't know how to log
Yeah, I'll
now.
take care of it. Don't you worry. I can pull the plug on you, mate. Don't you worry about
that. Pull the plug, Martyn. Come on, do it. Get to the chop.
There we go. I pulled the plug. Absolutely fantastic. I love that. There you go. Anyone can call in to the channel. If you ever want to be involved in the show and you want to call in like that, you can call in. Absolutely funny. Oh, that's brilliant. So there you go, folks. You don't realize this is how big this channel is. We've got Arnold Schwarzenegger calling in now. It's just off the charts, isn't it? Anyway, let me know. Jojo S enjoying that. Crag's like crying with laughter, doesn't know what to do. I don't know what's happened to the channel today. It's gone off the wall, right? Jojo S. All right, fantastic. So I am looking at buying 1 million shares of Tilray Brands. Anyway, okay. That all being said, got to focus now because I've got 25 minutes to go, and then I'm going to move into the music studio because Sir Paul McCartney has lost his bass guitar. And he's going to Australia to see if he can find it. So I'm going to make tonight live. You can watch me make it in a live stream. I'm going to record the making of the Got Back video. If you want to join me, it'll be straight after this stream. I'll give you the link. If you want to join me for a bit of unplugged, plugged, Get Back, you can if you want to be part of the making of tonight's film. This is what it looks like at the moment. This is the making of Got Back tonight. And if you want to join me right at the end of the show, this is it. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Very good indeed. Okay, let's have a look at Mike. Can't get better than that, Arnie. You can't. Get to the chopper. I tell you what, it wasn't as good as my Michael Bolton impression, though, was it? It wasn't as good as Michael Bolton. I need to do voiceovers for myself for my own show. That's what I need to do. Anyway, we're coming to the end of the show. It's a bit of a difficult one today. Virgin Galactic is down. We've got the flight on the 8th of September, 2 days away, and we're certainly not rallying into the flight. There's no question about that. We're going further and further down. I've got an average of 357. So I'm down $1,200 at the moment. I tell you what, you can soon lose money on the stock market, can't you? You want to know how to lose money? Buy a few shares. That does it every time. Anyway, what can I say? Gold. Now then, we were talking earlier is he still here? Jose Quintana. Okay, the S&P 500 it is. Are you still here, Jose? I think it's a very, very sensible way to start building up a base platform. I just want to make sure that Jose is still here. This is the S&P. Now you've got two options. You can buy this. You can buy the S&P 500 several ways. The two most popular ways are VOO, VOO, which is how I do it, or SPY, SPY, how others do it. Is there any advantage? No. Is there any difference? No. Is it a different price? Yes. Does that mean I'll buy the cheapest one then? No, it's exactly the same. They were started at different times, so the price are slightly different, and it's micro sense difference overall. Essentially, the SPY has a greater liquidity. In other words, more people use it, more trades go on. It's slightly better if you're going to trade all the time, in and out, in and out. That's what professional traders will do. They'll buy SPY, they're in and out, in and out, in and out, thousands of times a day, and then it'll work out slightly better. But when you're a regular retail trader like all of us here, unless you are an institution, but I don't think you are, because you said you've got $500, so you need about 500 billion to be an institution. It'll make no difference whatsoever. So just pick one. SPY, VOO, it's the same thing. However, if you are a regular investor, a regular trader like us, VOO is slightly cheaper. If you compare the two, if you look at the cost basis, if you look at the liquidity and everything, again, such a small amount, makes no difference whatsoever, but VOO is slightly less. It's designed specifically for retail investors who are not buying the S&P and selling it 1,000 times a day. Okay, you're probably not doing that. So for me, it's VOO. That's why I use VOO. But other traders will use SPY because that is the default. But they are the same. It's the same thing. If you're trading it every 5 minutes, you might. Well, you'll never see a difference. But it's immeasurable at the scale that we're doing things. So it makes no difference whether. Just pick one. And when you pick one, whether it's Vanguard, which is what VOO is, of course, whether it's Vanguard or VOO, the SPY, whichever one, it makes no difference whatsoever. They follow each other exactly the same. And I've gone through all the companies and compared it. It's exactly the same. The allocation's the same. It hardly changes at all. So there you go. Now, if you buy the S&P, you said you're new, so I want to sort of, give you some basic information. You're buying the top 500 companies in America on the stock market. It's an exchange traded fund. That's what ETF stands for. It's passively managed. So once a year, people come together, decide which companies need to be dropped, the ones that are least performing and the ones that are more, performing better will get promoted into the S&P. The ones that aren't performing will get dropped. And that is what fund managers use as a benchmark to measure themselves against. So you're not going to get massive growth, but 10-15% a year is the average over the years. You get a reliable growth. If to be honest, over the last 2.5 years, if I'd only bought the S&P, if I'd only bought the S&P, I would actually be up at this point more than I am now. So it's great saying you find the new Tesla, you find the new Bitcoin, you find the new Apple, you find the new Amazon. However, that's very hard to do, and 95% of traders get it wrong. So if you are just looking to make 10-15% a year, if you only ever buy that, you'll always be up long term. You'll have good years, bad years, but you'll ultimately be up and you'll be very happy. But just one final word to you, because you've joined today as a gold member, which I appreciate. You need to know what your goal is. How old are you? How many years do you have to reach the goal? What is it you're trying to achieve? Are you trying to achieve, a modest number and be happy because you have no mortgage, no car loan, you're pretty comfortable, or are you looking to, or are you looking to become the richest man in the world, and you're prepared to take loads of risk and so on? You need to know that, and you also need to know how long you've got to achieve it. And if you're 30 years and under, even sort of mid-30s and under, and you've got and you're just trying to build 15-20% a year, maybe the S&P is all you need. For me, I buy the S&P plus the top tech stocks in the S&P, but I also add a little bit of risk like Tesla and Virgin Galactic, because I'm 54 and I've only really got 10, 15, maybe 20 years to achieve a lifetime's worth of investment. I only started 2 years ago, so I've got to add a little bit of risk to it as well. But of course, with risk comes reward, but also risk comes potential loss. So I don't know if you're still with me, but I just explained it from my point of view anyway. Okay, I can do a few accents, he said, MSK. So let me know. All right. You should do a video of your accented characters. I should. Maybe I should. Never thought about it. 15 minutes ago, before we close, before we finish the show, let me just go into here a minute. Okay. Close that down. Right. Just a few minutes ago, is it, I'm a Cockney though. I do a bit of Chaz and Dave. Right, what are we looking at now? The overall portfolio is down. I'm not buying anything today. I bought one share of Coca-Cola today. One share. I'm glad. I paid $58.60. I'm up on it. I've lowered my average by the smallest amount. Immeasurable. Can't even see it. There's only one share. I had 55. Now I've got 56. But that's exactly what you want to do, isn't it? You can't buy the price you paid for it 2 years ago. That's never going to happen unless there is some almighty crash. But you can't plan for that. No one ever knows if that's going to happen. But I'm going to earn 46 cents on that one share just by owning it for the dividend alone. And I've got, I think, 6 days to be in. So there you go. So that was not so bad. J&J, 159 compared to 163. That's a slight improvement today. Inbound, it's just the margin. Here we go. Inbound is here. Hey there, and good afternoon, everyone. Nice to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. T.O. Roll. T.O. Roll, how long have you been a member? You'll be gold soon, won't you? You'll be gold soon. And I'm trying to find ways to reward the members who've been the members for the longest time as well. So I want to give even more back to the members. I'm just back from watching the interview from the earlier session. Ah, fantastic! You watched the interview. Great. I'm glad you had a chance to have a look at it. Tesla going up. Evening, Mr. Roll. Evening, Mr. Roll. Right, we're starting to go up now. All of a sudden. 15 minutes to go. McDonald's, Microsoft, Walmart, doing okay. Tesco, Tilray Brands went straight back down again today. No idea who that is, but I'll check him out, says MSK. Hey, Tio, let's go over to Bloomberg and see if we've got any news on anything. that's coming out. Let's have a little look. Any news I can bring to you that's relevant? Peru's President Balarte swears in 6 new members. OpenAI to host first developer. Oh, hang on a minute. We seem to have lost reception there from Bloomberg. Never mind. Hey, Tio. Oh, there you go. It's back now. Tesla dropping next year. Room for soft landing. So we put in our newsletter. We had a poll go out, and let me have a look at where the poll is right now on the newsletter. It's a secret poll, so I can't read out the question. Only those of you who actually get the newsletter will know what the question is, but you might be able to work it out. It says here, the secret poll question from the newsletter published Tuesday, September the 5th, also this morning as well, to receive the newsletter, and it tells you how. If you've never been to the community page on YouTube, here is the community page. If you want to join in on the poll, there it is. We asked a question, which I can't tell you what the question is because it's a secret poll question in the newsletter. Option 1, hike. Option 2, pause. Or option 3, cut. You can probably guess what the question was. However, 16 votes, 75% are voting for a pause. That has got to be good news. 75% of 16 of you say we're in for a pause. I cannot believe someone said a cut. Who was that? 6%. That's probably one person has voted for a cut. A couple of people probably voted for a hike, but the rest of you voted for a pause. So there you go. 75% certainly is the majority right now, at least anyway. All right. Thank you for taking part in the poll. All right. 10 minutes to go. Hi, Mike and Jojo. There isn't a great deal to report today. Not a lot going on. There's no major news. Contrary to what I said earlier, I actually read the newsletter. Very good. Can see lots of good content and effort goes into it. Well done. Do you ever rest? I'm glad you read the newsletter now, because I will tell you, it costs money to send to do the newsletter. So what we're doing is, if you don't open the newsletter, not the first time, but if you don't open it after a couple of 2 or 3 times, then I will unsubscribe you so you won't receive it. You can then resubscribe again, but I will unsubscribe you and take you off the list, because obviously you don't want the email. All right. So if you do want to keep receiving it, you need at least to open it. Okay. Otherwise, there's no point. Okay. Because some people, I've got friends of mine who have said to me, I'll subscribe to your newsletter. Does it help you? Can I support you? I've got lots, like my neighbours. And I go, do you ever read it? And they go, no, but I'm just trying to support you. I say, you're not supporting me. And they go, why? I've subscribed to your newsletter. I say, yeah, but it costs me money to send you a newsletter that you don't ever read or ever click on. Oh, so don't bother. And they get all offended. I thought I was helping you. Well, it's very nice sentiment, but it doesn't help me. Anyway, Tio and Max, sorry I cut in today. Don't apologise, mate. It was great. I love it. MSK, it was good. You call in anytime you want, Stephen Lewandowski. Having your lovely holiday till Christmas. Can't believe it. I'm sitting here slogging me guts out. And while you're sat by a bloody pool, enjoying your bloody self. Unbelievable. Right. 10 minutes ago, let's wrap up the show. Because tonight, if you want to join me, it's the making of the Got Back video. So Paul McCartney's lost his legendary bass guitar, and he's planning a Got Back tour to Australia. There it is. If you want to join me, it's a live event when I'm making the video. You'll learn how I make the video if you want to join me. All right. Amazon, Apple. My God, Apple's going all the way back down again now. So you think to yourself, should you always sell a stock if you're up? I was up, where am I now? I was up 12% a Could have sold at 12% up, which was about $600. And I could have bought back now. I could have saved myself 4%. Is there a meetup in person this year? Last year we met in England. This year we're planning on meeting in New York or at Virgin Galactic. The reason why nothing has happened yet, because I had to buy my new computer and I can't afford the flight at the moment. That's the honest truth. The honest truth is I can't afford it at the moment. I appreciate you guys might not be able to afford to get there either, but right now I can't afford it. So I was thinking about either New York or even Dallas perhaps. Spend a night over in Dallas, go down there. I can't afford it at the moment. How many would be up for Dallas? How many of you would like to meet up for the weekend? Let me do that as a poll. Because that's a lot closer for me. I just can't afford to put on the event in New York because I'm going to get a venue and you know what I mean. There's other costs involved. Start a poll. So we have a weekend in Dallas. Who fancies a meet up in Dallas for the weekend? We could go and see South Fork. We could go and see where J.R. Ewing made all his money on oil. How about that? That could be good. We could meet at South Fork, stay at a little hotel down the road, have a few sherbets, a few beers, talk about making money like J.R. Ewing. We could walk around with big gallon hats on. Who fancies a meetup in Dallas for the weekend at JR's house? There you go, JR's house. How about that? Let's see who would be up for that, because that's a little bit cheaper to do. But of course, it depends where you are, right? Okay, there you go. Could be a nice vacation, little weekend. How about meeting in Mexico? That's too expensive. I can't afford it right now because I had to buy this new computer. It was $4,000. Hence why I've only been putting $4 a week into my portfolio. I've only just started upping it to $20. So I'm not in a position to do that. Anyway, could be couldn't it? Canada. Yeah, that'll be easy for Bill. We'll meet in his house. All right. Okay. 5 minutes ago. My wife's not a member. Can she come too? Or I won't be allowed. Of course she can, Joe. She's coming with you, isn't she? Special guest of you. Yeah, it's members and guests. Members and guests. All right. I'm not near Dallas right now. There you go. I would do it. I can get a vacation there. Yeah, I bet you bloody can. Stephen Lewandowski, look, he'll be there. We could put it on the bloody moon. Stephen Lewandowski's going to turn up. You can guarantee it. You spent $4,000 on a PC. DR23 Ripper. I actually bought a Mac Studio M2 Ultra chip. The latest Mac Studio M2 Ultra chip. Yes. I think it was $4,300. Yes, it's so I'm able to stream in 4K. This whole studio is run off it. The other computer I had was very powerful, but it was just a MacBook Pro. It wasn't able to. It was running it, but it wasn't like this. This is much more seamless, much more smooth. I can render videos in like 3 or 4 seconds. All that's slowing me down. I'm just waiting for my internet to get upgraded to 1 gig up, 1 gig down. Right now I'm 1 gig down and 40 up, and I'll be able to speed up my processing speed by uploading my videos as well. And right now, I was streaming in 4K last week as a test. It works. Just my internet is just on the border, so I decided to downgrade it to Ultra HD until my internet gets upgraded. But my computer can do it easily. So yeah, it's mainly for the rendering and also not having a battery, being able to run cooler and quieter and everything else. So yeah, I think it was $4,300. Let's have a look. How many people have voted? So it looks like four people could make it. That include me. I could do that. That's 5. There you go. And then partners, you bring your partner, whatever. So maybe, maybe we're up to maybe 10. I don't know. So yeah, it's not bad, is it? Mike. Hey, I didn't even know Dr. 23 Ripper was in the channel. How are you? It's nice to have you in here. I like when people come in and say hello. It's like a surprise. Okay, 4 minutes to go. We're going to ring the bell. Going to get ready to go to the studio and I'm going to make a live video that I'm going to put out. If you want to see how I make it and join in with the making of the film, you can join me. Fair enough. I always watch in 1080p as my download is less than yours. Yeah, I mean, you can watch it obviously in any way you choose. And I'm sure you know this anyway, right? I'm sure you know. If you click on the cog just here, you've got the options. Look, you can go up to Ultra HD 1440. And last week we were doing it in 4K. It can do it, and it looks really great. It's just the internet is just right on the border, and there was a couple of little stutters, so I decided to do it this way. Mike's got his headphones ready to go. Right. Okay, time to ring the bell. Let's do day trader of the day. Let's see who's up, see who's down. I'm down 1.64. Slight improvement, I think, from this morning. Not much. Down 1.64%. There you go. Down 1.64%. And we'll put a clock on the screen. Here we go. Once the first person posts, we'll ring the bell, and then I'm going to get set. And now tonight there's going to be my get back video. There's also some other videos this morning's breaking news, and there's going to be our special guest video coming out today as well. All right, here we go. Down 0.42. Switzer. It goes into the lead. 2 minutes ago before the bell. We're about to ring the bell. MSK, just to let you know, it doesn't matter at all that you're still in the broadcast lounge. It doesn't matter. I'm just telling you that's where you are. It doesn't matter if you're there or not. I'm just saying. Down 1.56, down 1.14. Switzer, I think, is winning. Down 0.42. Neil's down 0.9. Stephen Lewandowski goes into the lead, down 0.37. The man always making the money. There he is. Stephen Lewandowski is without a doubt the winner. Thank you very much. Give him a thumbs up. Let's give him the sound effects. Thanks again. Take care. Thank you very much for being here. Lovely to have you here. It's nice to talk to you. Oh, Fight Channel is here, down 0.55. But Stephen Lewandowski is still the winner. Right, if you want to join me, this video will take you directly there. I will be going live early. It won't be in an hour. It'll probably be before then, as soon as I'm ready. If you want to join me no one's up. If you want to join me for the making of the Got Back video, Paul McCartney's lost his bass guitar. You might want to join me if you want to see how I make the movie, and I'll be singing, of course, Get Back as well. All right, okay. That's it from me. We're about to ring the bell. Let's get ready to ring the bell in just 15 seconds. You can sponsor the bell as well if you want to. If you want to sponsor the bell, you can in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. The bell has now gone. Thanks getting drunk at the pool. I love it. He's having a wonderful time. There you go. Oh, look at that. Look. I've done that pink thing again. There you go. See that pink thing? There you go, that's better. Did that pink thing. Right, that's it for me. I'll be out of here. The video will take you directly there if you want to. Let me roll the credits. That's it from me. I'll see you back in a bit. This video will go directly to the making. If you want to join me, I'll be there probably quite quick. I want to get on and make the video. If you want to join me in how I make it live, you're very, very welcome. You can be part of it if you wish to do so. Thanks for your support. Let's get rid of the credits. That's no good. Rubbish credits this afternoon. All right. Now then, look out for the newsletter. Some of you have still not opened it. If you've not opened it, after a couple of not openings, I will actually unsubscribe you because you've not opened it. There's no need sending it to you if you don't want it. So just make sure if you want to open it, just check your junk folder. It went out this morning. But that's it from me. See you back on the making for Paul McCartney's video. Until then, as always, take care of yourselves, your money, your crypto, and most importantly, each other. Bye-bye for now.